Spottedleaf's Heart, Chapter 1. At my signal, unleash the force of ThunderClan upon these rogues. Spotted sank her claws into the tree stump and looked down at her loyal warriors. They stared up at her, huge-eyed, bristle-furred, ready to strike. Beyond them crouched the rogues, their tails flicking hungrily. ThunderClan forever, Spotted yowled. Below her, a dark tortoiseshell tom whirled around and sprang at the closest rogue. No, Redkit, that wasn't my signal. Spotted jumped down from the stump and marched over to her littermate, who was trying to sink his teeth into the scruff of a pale tabby she-kit. Leave Brindlekit alone. The she-kit shrugged Redkit onto the ground. He landed with an oof, then scrambled to his paws and glared at Spotted. It sounded like a signal. You didn't tell us what the signal would be, pointed a white she-kit with eyes the color of the sky. Spotted lashed her tail. You spoiled the game, Redkit. You can't be my deputy anymore. Can I be the deputy? Mewed a pale gray she-kit who had been sitting in the shade of the tree stump. No, Willowkit, you're my medicine cat, Spotted told her. But I want to fight in the battle, Willowkit protested. A thick-furred white tom stood up from where he had been sitting on the other side of Brindlekit. I'll be the medicine cat if you like. It's not up to you, White Paw, Spotted mewed. I'm the leader. I decide who does what. White Paw scowled. Well, I don't want to be a rogue. I'm a ThunderClan cat. You're so bossy, Spotted. He patted over to Frostkit. I'm going to be a warrior. But now we only have one rogue, Spotted wailed. That's not a proper battle. I don't want to be a rogue either, mewed Brindlekit. Redkit scored the dust with one tiny claw. We don't want to play with you, Spotted. You're always telling us what to do. Spotted watched miserably as her den mates trod across the clearing to a sun-warmed patch of sand where they started batting around an old clump of moss. Is everything all right? Spotted turned to see her mother's tabby and white face. Redkit says I'm too bossy. Swift Breeze bent her head and licked the fur on Spotted neck. Spotted snuggled a little closer, purring. Maybe you should let one of the others be in charge, Swift Breeze suggested. But they said I could be the clan leader, Spotted mewed. That means I have to look after every cat, doesn't it? Well, the medicine cat has some responsibility, too, Swift Breeze purred. And no leader could do without their deputy. They'd cuss Sunstar relies on tawny spots to organize the patrols. When I'm leader of ThunderClan, I'll be in charge of all the patrols, Spotted announced. She curled up against her mother's belly and rested her chin on Swift Breeze's hind paw. I'm going to make White Paw my deputy. He's kind and smart and tells Tiger Paw to stop showing off whenever Thistleclaw teaches him a new way to fight. Spotted felt her mother tense. Thistleclaw shouldn't be teaching Tiger Paw so many battle moves, not when he's only been an apprentice for 2 moons. I'll ask Leopardfoot to have a word with him. She's Tiger Paw's mother. She won't want him getting hurt before he has a chance to do his final assessment. Leopardfoot doesn't mind, she said so. She says that Tiger Paw is Pine Star's son, so he has to be the best warrior in all the clan. Spotted sometimes wondered how Tiger Paw felt, knowing that his father left ThunderClan to become a kitty pet. Sunstar was leader now, and he never let any cat tease Tiger Paw about his father. But cats still talked when Sunstar was out of earshot, and Spotted saw the dark brown tabby apprentice glaring at his clanmates sometimes, as if he blamed them for Pine Star abandoning him. Spotted started following the scent of milk through her mother's belly fur. Tiger Paw had better watch out. I'm going to be the best warrior ever, so there. Swift Breeze shifted position so that she was lying more comfortably on the earth. I don't doubt that for a moment, little one, she purred. But before that happens, you must learn to play nicely with your den mates. There was a rustle of branches as cats pushed through the gorse tunnel. Spotted looked up over her mother's back, a droplet of milk clinging to her whiskers. The hunting patrol is back! She scrambled to her paws and ran over to the fresh kill pile, where the warriors had lined up to deposit their kill. Tawny Spots was at the front, shoulders tense under the weight of a full-grown squirrel. The deputy looked thin, and his flanks heaved, as if he had run twice as far as the other warriors. Good catch, Spotted mewed. The warrior nodded at her as he stepped back to let Tiger Paw's mentor, Thistleclaw, deposit his piece of prey. It was a thrush, its soft, tawny feathers fluttering in the breeze. Tiger Thistleclaw noticed Spotted staring at the feathers. He pulled out a few of his front paw and offered them to her. Would you like these for your nest? He meowed. Spotted felt her pelt tingle. She wasn't sure if she was allowed to have first pick of the feathers from the fresh kill pile. Thistleclaw blinked encouragingly. Go on, there's plenty for the elders. Spotted Kit stretched up and took the feathers in her mouth. They tickled her nose, and she screwed up her eyes in an effort not to sneeze. Can I have some feathers, too? White Paw ran over. Patchpelt is out on border patrol, and I finished collecting moss for Sunstar's nest. He looked up at his father with head tilted to one side. White Paw's mother, Snowfur, had died when he was still in the nursery. Spotted Kit thought Thistleclaw seemed too young to have a son who was already an apprentice, but he spent time with White Paw every day, teaching him extra battle moves and telling him about the patrols. Spotted Kit's father, Adderfang, said she was too small to learn anything yet, which wasn't fair at all. She was getting bigger all the time. Of course you can have some, purred Thistleclaw, scraping off another pawful from the breast of the thrush. He pushed them toward White Paw, who buried his muzzle in them. When he lifted his head, tiny feathers clung to his nose. Your warrior name should be Wingnose, Spotted Kit meowed. She dabbed some feathers onto White Paw's ears. How many do you think you need before you can fly? White Paw reared up on his haunches and waved his front paws in the air. More than that, he declared. Thistleclaw let out another clump of feathers. Spotted Kit stuck them to White Paw's cheeks. Try now, she demanded. A shadow loomed over her. What's going on? Spotted Kit spun around guiltily. Bluefur was glaring down at her, blue eyes blazing. Why are you messing with those feathers? She growled. We were only playing, Spotted Kit explained. We wanted to see if White Paw could fly. Bluefur looked at White Paw, who was trying to blow the last tiny feathers off his muzzle. You're old enough to know better, she scolded. Those feathers should be used for the elder's nest, not wasted in a silly game. White Paw hung his head. Sorry, Bluefur. Spotted Kit felt a stab of indignation. Just because Bluefur was Snowfur's sister didn't mean she could boss White Paw around. She started scraping the scattered feathers into a pile. They can still be used for nests, she pointed out. Should we take them over to the elders then? No, Spotted Kit. That's an apprentice duty, Bluefur meowed. She was only trying to help, Thistleclaw put in, and it was my fault. They were playing with the feathers. You should know better too, Bluefur muttered. She brushed past Thistleclaw and put the thrush back on the fresh kill pile. Thistleclaw caught Spotted Kit's eye. Oops, she whispered. Spotted Kit tried to muffle her purr of amusement. Hey, Thistleclaw, I've been practicing that backward strike you showed me. Tiger Paw came bounding across the clearing, his paws thudding on the earth. He launched himself into the air, landed on his forepaws, and flicked his hind legs out behind him. Take that, ShadowClan Mouthstone, he hissed triumphantly. Why does Tiger Paw have to show off all the time? Spotted Kit muttered to White Paw, who shrugged. Bluefur looked shocked. That's a very advanced move. You shouldn't be teaching him things like that, Thistleclaw. Tiger Paw bounced on his toes. Why not? He argued. Thistleclaw said I'm as strong as a warrior. The gray and white Tom cuffed Tiger Paw lightly over his ear. But you still have lots to learn. Did you finish checking the elders for ticks? Tiger Paw curled his lip. That's the worst job in the world. It's not fair. White Paw got to go into the forest to fetch moss for Sunstar. Thistleclaw narrowed his eyes. Does that mean you haven't done it? Go now, and then I'll take you out for some more training. Tiger Paw scowled, but turned and stomped away toward the elder's den with his tail trailing on the ground. Bluefur snorted. You're too soft on him, Thistleclaw. He's lazy when it comes to doing anything that isn't learning to fight. The gray and white Tom met her gaze. Are you trying to tell me how to train my apprentice, Bluefur? There was a hint of warning in his voice. Bluefur twitched her ears. Just telling you what I've noticed, she meowed. She kinked her tail high over her back. There's nothing wrong with wanting to fight, but Tiger Paw needs to learn that there's more to being a good warrior than defeating our enemies. I'm making sure he knows everything he needs to do, Thistleclaw murmured. Spotted Kit felt a thrill of excitement as she saw the warrior slide out his front claws until they pricked the earth. If Bluefur didn't watch out, she'd be fighting her own clanmate. The blue-gray she-cat held Thistleclaw's stare for a heartbeat longer, then turned and padded away. Spotted Kit realized she had been holding her breath and let it out with a sigh. Thistleclaw's back! There was a thrum of small paws as the other kids charged over to the fresh kill pile. Brindlekit and Redkit hurled themselves onto Thistleclaw's shoulders, knocking him sideways. Willowkit and Frostkit pounced on his flank to pin him down. The gray and white warrior landed with a thud, sending a puff of dust into the air. Thistleclaw's dark amber eyes were wide and startled, and his nostrils flared as if he was trying to draw breath. "Get off him!" Spottedkit ordered her dead mates. "You've winded him!" The same thing happened to her when she fell off the tree stump, and she knew it was a horrible feeling, waiting for the air to come back. The kids scrambled off Thistleclaw, looking anxious. Spottedkit crouched beside the warrior's head and placed one paw gently on his shoulder. "Lie still," she meowed. "Try to take little breaths." She glanced over her shoulder. "White Paw, fetch Featherwhisker." The apprentice raced away to the ferns that hid the medicine cat's den. Thistleclaw blinked and took a rasping breath. "I'm okay," he croaked. He sat up and rubbed his chest with one paw. "Good attack, kits." "We're really sorry," Willowkit mewed. "Huge-eyed. We didn't mean to hurt you." "No harm done," Thistleclaw replied, still sounding as if he had swallowed thorns. He looked down at Spottedkit. "Thank you for taking good care of me," he murmured. "I don't think I could have recovered without you." Spottedkit glowed from her nose to the tip of her tail. "Any time," she mewed. White Paw turned to Featherwhisker. The medicine cat's thick silver fur trailed a scent cloud of herbs. "What's going on?" he demanded. We hurt Thistleclaw really badly," Redkit announced. "I thought he was dead," squeaked Brindlekit. "I'm fine," Thistleclaw purred. "Just a little rough play, that's all." Featherwhisker mewed in amusement. "What kind of warrior gets knocked down by kits?" he teased before he trotted back into his den. "One who teaches us the best battle moves," Spottedkit mewed, and felt a burst of warmth as Thistleclaw blinked at her. "You'll make a good little medicine cat one day," he meowed. "No way," Spottedkit told him. "I want to be a warrior like you." Thistleclaw bowed his head. "In that case, it will be an honor to fight alongside you, Spottedkit." "I can't wait," Spottedkit whispered.